first time I met my husband was at the Fisk Hotel. There was a hotel, and I belonged to a Spanish club there. This is all God. And they were celebrating. It was a nice dinner and everything else. And I saw my husband, and my heart jumped. I didn't even know him. And something inside me said, "You're going to marry him." See, that was God. Yeah. Yeah. And I told him, "You can have the house, you can have the kids, you can have everything. I'm going to follow Jesus." When he heard that, yeah. Wow. 6 months later, he received Jesus Christ.
What?
Yeah. We were just baby believers, and the Spirit just, I mean, that's all we talked about was Jesus. I went to all the neighbors all over telling them about Jesus. I thought everybody wanted to know. 25 years of marriage, and he received Jesus. Well, the whole thing changed. The whole thing changed.
Wow.
Yeah. But he had boldness. He didn't care who heard it or who was around. He would talk to you all the time.
Hallelujah.
He would plant a seed. But anyway, Brad went with my daughter. You know, they went to a prom and skating rink. And so he would come and visit, but Ellen wasn't home, and he came with a friend of his. What was his name? Mark, eh? And all I did was talk about Jesus and telling him. I can't even remember what I said to him, but always talked about it. But anyway, every time he came, that's all I talked about was about Jesus Christ. And then one time he told me that he committed his life to Jesus. And that was it. That was our relationship. But then every time he came to Milwaukee, he would stop, you know, and see us and stuff. And yeah, it was just a beautiful relationship. But that was my first convert. So every time he came, we talked about Jesus, that's it. And then he came to tell me that he's getting married. We go back a long way, a long way. It was beautiful. I never prayed with him to receive Jesus, just gave him the gospel all the time.
Yes,
that's all I talked about every morning. He used to sit in that rocker, get up early in the morning and pray. And then, of course, he goes through his whole list of everybody he prays for, too. Yeah.
Now I understand why Brad, God helping him in ministry. Because in the back him, he have people what is praying for him.
Right.
And this
you need prayer.
Yes. He give to more people Jesus Christ.
Amen. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? What's beautiful about it is, you know, a lot of times you witness to people, you plant the seed and you water, but you don't see the results. And I see the results, which is beautiful.
He's here, the results.
Yeah.
Me, if you don't share the gospel to Brad,
right.
Me in this day I'm not here.
Right.
Maybe I have a bad life in my country, don't receive Jesus, don't have a family. You thinking what is mean share the gospel to people?
Right.
What is mean the time? How many people change because you are in fire for Jesus and preaching the gospel like crazy.
When I go to heaven, Jesus, I'm hoping, he said, all I want to hear is good and faithful, well done, good and faithful servant. That's all I want to hear.